Several European defence stocks have recorded double-digit gains in recent weeks, bucking the general nervousness in global markets over a potential trade war. Europe is pushing to boost its defences after Washington indicated that European security would no longer be a priority.
The stock market has also realized that Europe is more on its own and has to defend itself accordingly, and that the USA has taken a back seat as a reliable partner.
US President Donald Trump has long called for Europe to spend more on its own defence, arguing that Washington should no longer foot the bill. Meeting in Brussels Thursday, European Union leaders, alongside Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, discussed an $860 billion ReArm Europe Plan, funded by EU bonds and relaxed rules on borrowing and spending.
The money is less of an issue than the resolve. We saw after Corona, after COVID, that Europe and the EU quickly were able to mobilize hundreds of billions of euros.
Nation states are also ramping up defence spending. Friedrich Merz, expected to be Germany's next chancellor, pledged to relax the nation's strict borrowing rules.
I want to be very clear here. Whatever it takes must also go for our defence now, in view of the threats to our freedom and to peace on our continent.
Whatever it takes.
The Trump administration's decision to halt military aid to Ukraine and restrict the use of some American-made weapons has underscored Europe's desire to build up its own capabilities.
It's important that the money we spend at least stays in Europe. We shouldn't be buying American weapon systems with it.
European leaders have also pledged to continue supporting Ukraine. But can Europe rearm itself and keep supplying Ukraine?
You do not build a defence industrial complex overnight. This is not something which is going to suddenly manifest itself, and certainly will have no direct impact on the Ukraine war.
Not all Europeans are on board. Hungary and Slovakia have voiced opposition to continuing support for Ukraine.
The continuation of the war is wrong, dangerous and a mistake.
Outside the EU summit, protesters demanded that Europe seize the $200 billion in Russian assets frozen in European banks and use the money to defend Ukraine. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News.